Hey class, welcome this morning and thank you for joining my class. And I really believe, I trust that you had a very restful and wonderful weekend. Today we're gonna continue with the concept of solids that we started last week. We learned about solids, the different types of solids that we learned, such as the cuboid. We discussed about the cuboid. We discussed about the cylinder. We discussed about prisms. We learned about prisms. Yes, we learned about prisms. These are some of the different types of solids we learned. You remember that there's also another one that we didn't discuss, but it's also a solid. It's a sphere, like the globe. Great, so today we're going to learn more than just their types and the volume, the surface area. We're going to learn about capacity. I think you guys have already heard about the word capacity. Let's consider any vessel that can be used to contain or to hold liquids, such as think about a container like this one, like a water bottle, like my water bottle, like my milk container. Or think about the water storage on the top of the roof, or your car tank, or the car fuel tank. All of those containers have got the volume. They have different volumes, and so those volumes are the capacities. So we say that those the containers have got different capacities because they have different volumes, and the volume is how big the container is. If we look at this one is bigger than that one. So this capacity or this volume is bigger than this volume. Now, capacity is usually expressed in liters. The liter is the unit of capacity. Like you express the unit of distance in meters in a metric system. But here you're gonna use the liter. Okay, a liter looks pretty much like it's about this size, but this is 1.5 liters. So you can imagine that a liter is twice this size. This is like one half is like no, it's 3/3 of a liter. So when you add one 1/3 of a liter to this, it makes a liter. So let's move on into today's topic. We're gonna consider the unit of capacity, and you know the capacity itself is it's the amount of liquids that a container can hold. And you already know that whenever you buy you buy a bottle of something, there's always something written there, like in terms of liters. It shows you that this is 750 millimeters, and if you check this one, it always says something either in grams. This one it says in grams because this container holds milk, but it's powdered milk. But if it was liquid milk, it could have been written in liters or in cubic meters. So good. So you use the liters, but we also use the cubic meters. I know you're familiar with the liters, but you're not familiar with the cubic meters. Why the cubic meters? Because the volume is the length, the length times the width and times the height. So there is one dimension, second dimension, and three dimensions. There are three dimensions. That's the reason why we put the number 3. It shows that there's the length, the width, and the height to determine the capacity of the volume. So let's start now converting, because in this lesson I want you to be able to convert from meter to cubic, from cubic meters to liters. So let's say I have 1 liter. What is 1 liter in cubic meters? 1 liter is always equal to one decimeter, or one cubic decimeter. So 1 liter is equal to 1 cubic decimeter. Meters. So you need to keep this in mind forever. So when you have a decimeter, it's a decimeter in the length, decimeter in the length, another decimeter here, another decimeter here. It gives you 1 cubic decimeters, and this makes a liter. Good. So when I have a liter, what is a liter? As I said, it's 1 cubic decimeter. So 1 cubic decimeters is equal to 1 liter. So what is 1 liter? What is 1 liter into cubic centimeters? Into cubic centimeters. All you need to do here is fill in these columns with 0, because each column has got the ones, the tens, and the hundreds. And hence you need to fill until you get to the ones. So it's 1,000. It's 1,000 cubic centimeters. This is 1 liter. Okay, so if I had, for example, 25 cubic decimeters, 25 cubic decimeters, how many liters is it? How many liters is it? If you can see carefully, it is equal to 25 liters. 25 liters. Okay, just like write an L. 25 liters, because 1 liter is always equal to 1 cubic decimeters, and 25 cubic decimeters is equal to 1 liter, and vice versa. So what is this equal to into cubic millimeters? So all I need to do is add a 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 until there. So it gives me, this is going to give me 25 million cubic millimeters. 25 million cubic kilometers. So I mean millimeters. So we basically multiply times 1,000 here, and times 1,000 there, times 1,000 here, times 1,000 here. You can expand the table if you want. And here, and we multiply times 10, times 10, times 10, times 10, because 1 liter to decimeters. Let me take a different number. I'm gonna take, for example, 6 liters. Let's say 6 liters. What is it into millimeters? I'm gonna put 0, 0, 0. So 6 liters is equal to 6,000 milliliters. So 6 liters is equal to 6,000. All I need to do is fill in the blanks here. So now let's try with decimal numbers. This is a bit tricky when you do with decimal numbers. What is 25.6 liters? 25.6. So I need to make sure that the ones here is in the liters. So 5 should be here. 5 should be here, and 20. This is 25 liters because the last digits. This last digit is in the liters, so it's 25 liters. Then I put a point there, 0.6. What is this into? What is this into liter? What is this into centiliters? I'm gonna put a 0 here, and I remove the point there. So I remove the point. It's gonna give me 2560 centiliters. Okay, let's take the same. Let's consider the same number. 25.6 liters. How many how many cubic decimeters is it? Is equal to 25.6 decimeter cubic decimeters. So cubic decimeters. It's the same thing. Now let's try and convert this 25.6 liters to centimeters, to cubic centimeters. Remember, we multiply by 1,000, so you need to multiply this by 1,000, which is going to give you 25.6 times 1, 2, and 3. So the answer is 25,600 cubic centimeters. Well, this is how you basically convert from cubic liters, from liters to cubic meters. You can use the tables, or you can look at your book and see what your book says, because the book gives other steps and other methods. So thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye bye.